every week, and it is always a movie that is fun in some way and is entertaining in a lot of ways. And, you know, in theory, every week is like that, but there are very few weeks where we are this excited to be presenting a film to you guys. You are here to see Maniac Cop 2. And even more exciting than that is the fact that the creator of the film, William Lustig, is going to be with us afterwards for a Q&A right here. So, Maniac Cop 2 is really, really a special movie, and it's a movie that deserves infinitely more appreciation than it or any movie gets. So, there's probably a lot of you guys in the audience tonight that have not seen this movie before, and you are incredibly fortunate to be watching it for the first time on 35mm, real big, and this is actually the director's print that he's allowing us to show, his very own. So this is fantastic. Since we're going to be having a Q&A afterwards, and you're all going to be here for that as well, I'm not going to ramble as long as usual, but I did want to say a couple of things just in praise of this incredible movie. Actually, just one thing, really. That, you know, the 70s and 80s, and this movie came out at the very tail end of that, was this incredible time for a lot of movies that people, you know, the people of truly refined tastes like us enjoy. It was this amazing, you know, period for exploitation films, and slasher films, and supernatural horror films, and action movies. But there was only one, like, exploitation, supernatural horror, slasher action movie that took things to such an incredible and perfect extreme, and that really is Maniac Cop 2, in my opinion. It is the best of all these worlds combined into a really big world that eats the other worlds. So, it is, really, in my opinion, it is a perfect, you know, it is a perfect movie, period. Just exploitation or action or horror aside, it's just a perfect movie. And it's really one of the most fun experiences, like relentlessly fun. I mean, this movie has stunt shit that will seriously make you like eat your own lips. It's so exciting. I mean, there's stunts, and in many cases, I mean, unless there's some industrial light and magic going on I don't know about, like, it's the actors and actresses doing their own stunts that really should have like wiped them out 10 times over. So the movie is a masterpiece of excitement, and I'm really glad to show it. Those of you, is there anyone here, and just please raise your hand, and this isn't, you know, just asking for the sake of catching you up. Is there anybody here who's never seen the first Maniac Cop? Okay, really quickly, there was this incredible policeman, his name was Matt Cordell. He did everything by the book, but he got too far into the, you know, into the ire of the criminals and the corrupt cops. So they framed him, put him in jail, where he was wiped out by the criminals that he had put there himself. So, and just this fit of pure hatred that actually brought him back, basically from the dead, to get revenge on everybody who had put him away wrongly. And two people that are kind of investigating this murder spree were Lorene Landon, who is the blonde, kind of almost mannequin-esque policewoman, and Bruce Campbell, who, if you don't know, forget it. That's your first movie. At the end of the film, everyone thinks that Matt Cordell has died a watery death. That's Maniac Cop 1. Hopefully that's enough information for you guys. Does that pretty much cover everything? Yeah. All right, that works. Director's approval. Okay, so that's where this movie is going to pick up. And by pick up, I mean it is going to like expand and explode like a white-hot star. It is so exciting. The one stunt that I wanted to have you guys look for, because sometimes there's certain things in a movie that are so special that, you know, they're so like super fantastically special that you might not even catch them right away. And there's a scene where a guy falls out of something and lands on top of something else and falls off of that and then gets shot. And it's a continuous shot. I only bring this up because I hereby submit this as one of the great shots of that generation of filmmaking. And I'm just absolutely sincere about this. Watch that scene, enjoy it, and then watch and enjoy like 589 other unbelievable scenes, what you're about to see in this perfect fun movie. Normally, every Terror Tuesday, Weird Wednesday, we have a bunch of classic trailers for you guys. And this week we had some police-related trailers that were accidentally boxed up and shipped to Brussels 3 days ago. You know, that happens all the time. So instead we are going to, I mean, they couldn't compete with the movie, so we're going to get straight to the raw meat of Maniac Cop 2. So, are you guys all down with this? You're all going to stick around for the Q&A? All right. want to thank our sponsors, Vulcan Video, who make this shit possible every week, but especially this week. They are the greatest. And also, we want to say, tip your hardworking waiters. And as always, but especially now, please don't talk during the movie. 35mm screenings of Maniac Cop 2 are incredibly rare. And talking during this movie is like just urinating on the Mona Lisa. So, in fact, that's fine. Do that. But don't talk during this movie. Deal? All right. So now, with no further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Maniac!